What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Weekly Wrap-Ups YouTube channel. We are live streaming the Ratchet and Clank PlayStation State of Play that's going to be starting here in about looks like we're about 8 minutes away, so should be a pretty fun time. Looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I am super pumped, super excited for this game. As you saw from the trailers, I mean, this game is silky smooth, one of the smoothest games I've seen PlayStation put out as far as their exclusives. That Returnal, those two games right now are top of the line when it comes to PlayStation 5, with Returnal, of course, being released here very, very soon. Now, Ratchet and Clank, as I mentioned there, in addition to that, they're also going to be showing a couple indie titles as well. So these indie games, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be showing off. There's a couple ideas that, I have in my head that they could be showing off, but I'm not 100% sure what they could be. It'll be really cool to see, what indie titles they're going to be showing off for us because, it seems like PlayStation has really been pushing the indie titles and everything as far as support goes the last few years. So it's really, really great and really nice to see that continued support, as it continues on with PlayStation. So really fantastic. And yeah, like I said, it looks like we're about 6 minutes to go. So let me check on the stream here real quick, actually. Yeah, it looks like we're about 6 minutes out here, so it should be up here real soon. About 6 minutes and 43 seconds if that timer's right on cue there. So I gotta say, this is gonna be pretty awesome. Are you guys excited to see Ratchet and Clank? Let me know down in the chat there if you guys are pumped to see it. I want to hear from you for sure, because this is gonna be, honestly, I think this is gonna be freaking awesome, no doubt. So I got you guys over there in the live chat. I'm monitoring the chat over here as well. Let me pull that up. Mega Dan's in the chat. What's going on, Dan? Thanks so much for tuning in to the stream, bro. Hope you enjoyed. Are you excited for Ratchet and Clank, man? I know I am. This is gonna be something else, man, for sure. As we wait now, we have about, looks like we're down to the last 5 minutes here. So this is why I wanted to wait, until like the last second to go live. I didn't want to just be sitting here and just like waiting, like, oh man, when's it going live? Like, how much longer do we have, So yeah, we're about down to 5 minutes here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys everything's going well for you. Let me know what you've been playing as well in the chat. What games have you been playing? I've been playing a lot of I was late to the bandwagon on this, but I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima on PS5. I've been playing it on, and wow, I am just floored with the story that game has to tell. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. Dan says that he won't get to play it right away. No PS5, but I love Ratchet and Clank, and this one looks great. I absolutely agree with you, man. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. This is the transitions and everything. Whenever, Ratchet and Clank are moving from world to world, it's absolutely seamless. It's fast with that solid state drive that the PlayStation 5 utilizes, man. I mean, this is going to be, it's going to be something else, man, for sure. I can't wait to check it out as well. So yeah, looks like we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Looks like we have, I'm checking my watch, about 4 minutes to go. Down to about 4 minutes. 4 minutes in, looks like about 15 seconds if I want to be precise. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me know down in the comments in the chat. Let me know what you are most looking forward to when it comes to Ratchet and Clank. Of course, they revealed that trailer the other day, a gameplay trailer, and wow, I was just blown away. Like I said, this is like, Ratchet and Clank looks like something that like Pixar did. It's like Pixar came over to PlayStation and was like, hey, we can make a game for you, yeah, we got something for you. We'll help you out with Ratchet and Clank. How about that? And dude, that's what it looks like. It looks like a Pixar movie, and as you're sitting there playing on your freaking PS5, man. Like, this is crazy. It's nuts. So, really, really awesome to see that kind of graphics, that kind of fluidness when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and this game. So really excited to see it. We're down to about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Like this video if you are excited, if you are pumped to see this PlayStation State of Play for April 2021 for Ratchet and Clank, and then included the 2 indie titles as well. Be sure to smash that like button and let me know. Let me hear you guys if you're pumped up for this. I know I am. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Absolutely cannot wait to check this out. Down to about 2 minutes and 41 seconds. 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go, guys. Over there on Facebook, I'm sorry I'm not able to monitor your chat. I'll catch up with you there after the stream. I'll comment and reply back over there. Let me know. Go ahead and comment and let me know how excited you are to see some Ratchet and Clank on PS5 as well. Additionally, be sure to like or love, react to this video. Definitely really helps out the channel for sure. Appreciate that. We're down to the last 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes until Ratchet and Clank PS5 gameplay, as well as these 2 indie titles that PlayStation is going to be showing off for us today here. About 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. If you guys are just joining the channel for the first time checking me out live, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe. I push out a lot of video content when it comes to video game news. I'm also going to be working in reviews real soon. Additionally, I also talk about entertainment news, entertainment reviews, reactions, unboxings, also tech stuff as well. I've recently put out a couple videos regarding iOS 14.5, which was recently released from Apple. So, that's something if you're interested in as well. This is definitely a channel you want to go ahead and check out for sure. So be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, as I'll be pushing out videos and going live quite often. We are down to the final 60 seconds. 60 seconds to go until Ratchet and Clank PS5 on this PlayStation State of Play. I went ahead and I turned on the music. Hopefully you guys can hear it streaming through just fine. Let me know if that audio for the music is too loud, or if I'm too loud. I can adjust the volume levels accordingly for that. Looks like we're down to the final 15 seconds, guys. It's just about go time here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Enjoy, guys. Here we go.
Welcome to an all-new State of Play. We've got more than 15 minutes of new Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart PS5 gameplay coming right up.
Fantastic.
But first, let's check in on 2 other exciting games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles this year.
Made it to 4546B. Landing was a bit rough, but I don't think they spotted me.
Hi, I'm Jeff, audio producer at Unknown Worlds.
Okay.
Set 1 year after the award-winning original, Subnautica Below Zero plunges players into a frigid underwater adventure in search of answers.
Ooh.
Here, the native wildlife above and below the surface might consider you a tasty treat, assuming you don't become an ice pop first. The previous research crew has vanished, including your sister.
This was Sam's necklace.
All first person.
She never took
Interesting.
it off.
To uncover the truth, you'll need to get crafty.
It almost
building
looks like a
tools and
PlayStation
shelter for
VR
your
game.
survival.
Is this PSVR?
But even that may not be enough.
I mean, it looks like it could be, right?
I told you to stay off my land.
With the PS5 DualSense controller, every icy shock feels like it's being sent right into your hands. The haptic
Haptic,
feedback
yes.
system allows you to feel each
love it.
adrenaline-filled chase and provides visual and audio cues as you use resources,
Oh,
encounter
Dan says
key
the audio
game
sounds
moments,
good. Okay,
or
perfect.
get into
perfect.
situations where it's
Yeah, let me know
probably
if it's,
best
if
to
I'm too loud or if
By
it's
the
too
time
loud, I
you
can
squint to
adjust
see
it.
what's ahead, it may already be too late. Fortunately, when you play Below Zero on PS5, players will get a crystal clear experience with up to 4K graphics, targeting 60 FPS when in performance mode.
Nice.
And if you already own a physical or digital version of the first Subnautica on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the digital PS5 version at no additional cost.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
hope you're as excited as we are to dive into the world of Subnautica Below Zero when it launches on PS5 and PS4 on May 14th.
That's like really soon. That's like 2 weeks. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we got some Among Us here. Okay. I mean, I was kind of hoping for something new, but you know, I mean, Among Us is pretty huge, obviously. That's awesome. Oh, we got a Ratchet and Clank hat skin.
We can't wait to dive
Nice.
deep into Subnautica Below Zero and make baseless accusations against our crewmates in Among Us later
Very
this
cool.
year. Looks like Ratchet and the gang are ready for the spotlight. Next up, Insomniac Games will lead us on a tour of this June's PS5 action adventure.
All right, guys, here we go. This is what everybody freaking tuned in for right here. It's so smooth.
Missing infobot located. Initiating retrieval.
Nice.
I'm Marcus Smith, creative director of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a brand new full-length Ratchet and Clank adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 console. Today we're going to introduce you to some of the gameplay, characters, and arsenal
environments.
of Rift Apart.
The details.
Whether you've played every game
freaking
since Ratchet
amazing.
and Clank's debut, or you're brand new to the series, Rift Apart is a standalone adventure
Look at
that
those
you won't want
backgrounds,
to miss.
guys.
Let's get into it.
Oh. Clank? Clank? Lombax?
Now the new Lombax.
What is
if you
this
missed the
place?
trailer, her name is Rivet. Don't know too much about her yet. Dude, the transition between the
are you,
cutscene
Clank?
and the
Maybe
game,
someone around
it was
here has seen it.
seamless.
Have any of you seen a little
Wow.
gray robot anywhere?
That is what I'm talking
Green
about.
eyes, red antenna, very charming.
Oh, this looks so fun.
Ratchet has been separated from his best friend and partner Clank, and is now in a new dimension in a mysterious urban sprawl called Nefarious City.
Please let there be good news behind here.
Ratchet quickly finds out that in this dimension, Dr. Nefarious is a much more capable villain.
Welcome to the Nefarious City
Oh
Bazaar.
my gosh, look at all the
Please remember to
cars
thank
flying
our
around.
marvelous emperor
Like,
before,
they're all like
during,
super detailed too. I mean, it looks like, you know, it reminds me of Coruscant from Star
Emperor?
Wars Episode 2, Attack of
that
the
mean
Clones.
There
you
are
know?
2 Nefariouses now? Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Thanks to the new hardware, the worlds in Rift Apart are more beautiful than ever. Cities are full of life with traffic
That's
and
what I'm
civilians
saying.
milling about everywhere. Rift Apart is full of the unexpected. Characters in this new dimension are not always the same as they were in Ratchet and Clank's
Look how
dimension.
much is going on. This looks like a movie.
Ratchet comes across Miss Zircon, the weapon vendor in Rift Apart.
Wait a second.
You forgot your order. Well, come right in. Miss Zircon will sell you weapons.
wins, but you gotta be less conspicuous, or the resistance will not last.
The resistance?
Oh, apologies, sugar. Ms. Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
Release the hostage!
Clank has been taken by a mysterious new Lombax named Rivet.
Clank! No. I need to go after that ship. How can I get off planet?
It's a test. Only royal starships are allowed to leave. Anything else? Phantom can help. Just follow the beat to Club Nefarious and you will find him.
Club Nefarious.
The
got
accent's
it.
killing me.
And nice work, Secret Agent Zircon.
This is so exciting.
Club Nefarious shouldn't be hard to miss. Better look around. Dr. Nefarious? So that sounds like a club, all right.
That's good to know. I might have to pick myself up one of those memberships.
Once Ratchet finds Phantom, he learns a couple of new moves. One of the focal points of gameplay in Rift Apart is increased mobility.
That's
Ratchet
so
can now
cool.
dash and wall run to traverse levels.
I'm just
Focus
blown
on
away by
mobility
the,
allows
the
players
level
to
of
chain moves
detail
together
that
to
they've
create
put into
exhilarating
this.
combos.
Raritanium in your pockets to upgrade your
Like, look at those crystals.
Now let's
they
jump
break
into
apart.
combat.
So cool.
Nefarious Day Spa. If you can distract these troopers, I'll hack Nefarious's propaganda blimp and give this city a message it'll never forget.
Looks easy enough.
If this is like, if this game is as smooth as it looks whenever you're playing it,
This isn't punishment.
this is gonna be something
Dashing
else.
allows you to evade attacks or gain strategic advantages. Enemies can't hit what doesn't momentarily exist.
Very nice.
Dimensional tears in the world allow you to use the Rift Tether, another new traversal mechanic to instantly pull yourself across battlefields to escape or flank enemies. Weapons in Rift Apart utilize the power of the DualSense wireless controller's adaptive triggers and haptic feedback to allow players to really feel the power of their arsenal. For example, with the burst pistol, players can pull back the trigger partway to peck out accurately placed single shots. But pulling the trigger fully unleashes a rapid-fire spread that covers more area. In either case, players will feel each shot burst from the weapon and connect with it.
And that makes it even more immersive with that haptic feedback too,
With
right?
the Enforcer, players can pull the trigger down halfway to fire a single barrel, reducing time between reloads. Or pull the trigger fully and unleash both barrels with a devastating close-range
Sick.
attack. Thanks to the haptics, the player will feel the power of their shots through their hands.
So cool. Just seamless whenever you're going
Let's
dimension
move
to
ahead a little
dimension too, right? Okay, look like you're skipping ahead here.
As Ratchet attempts to follow Rivet and Clank, he encounters a nefarious juggernaut.
Second line is against the law.
Where did you even come from?
Please stand still. Wait for impact, Wombat.
During this fight, more dimensional chaos ensues.
This boss fight looks fun.
Thanks to the power of the SSD, we can near instantly teleport players to completely
Oh, I was gonna
different
say, wait a minute, that's a totally
This
different
isn't some
world.
small
Any
arena
world
being
with
loaded, but the entire level
oh, that's
from
so
a different
cool.
planet.
And the boss battle continues from a different world. Oh, the possibilities could be endless with that. You could maybe even use like environments based on what world you transition to, right? To help you fight
Let's
the
jump
boss.
over and see what's
This is
going on with
super
Rivet and
cool.
Clank. As you may have guessed, Rivet is a brand new playable character in the series.
Where are you taking me?
I was gonna take you to my hideout, but first I gotta rescue my friends at their gelatonium factory.
Rift Apart includes several alternate dimension versions of classic planets from past games.
Nice. Oh my gosh, the detail. I sound like a broken record, but damn.
Did we mention how stunning and alive our worlds are? Thanks to the power of the PS5 and the 3D audio, we've been able to create alien planets with an immersive density like never before. Let's check it out.
Speedles, yeah. That's why I'm gonna ride
That
one.
PlayStation
As
headset
soon
is
as I can
worth
get
every
close enough.
single
Back to
penny of
Ms.
$100,
Zircon,
dude.
the weapons vendor.
Whoa. This wasn't what was in my account last time.
Oh, that is because I added our mutual friend on Nefarious City.
Okay.
In Rift Apart, you get to play with an explosive new arsenal, as well as a few returning classics.
You will be missed, sweet thing.
Here's another example of how we're using the DualSense. With the Topiary Sprinkler, players will feel resistance in the trigger as they prepare a throw of this garden grenade. Once on the ground and spitting out its rapid growth plant fertilizer, players will also feel when enemies have been topiaried and are ready to be trimmed down.
Where's that speedle going?
It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
This is awesome.
In addition to rift tethering and dimensional shifts, there are also many pocket
God, they're
dimensions
just,
scattered
like,
throughout
frozen.
the game.
And the last speedle runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
Alright, Smarty Bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps a symptom of the Dimensionator's destruction.
How do you come up with this stuff? Hey, it's Maynard! The Mortis helper bot! Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speedle.
So smooth, man.
No, don't hide! Ah!
Hitting its nest might get its attention.
Well, hello there.
Oh, that's cool.
Gotcha!
I'll help you get across.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Morts.
Sick.
Now, if we could get away from this acid...
Come on, Maynard! Let's find the Morts!
Riding Speedles is one way of traversing Sargasso's acid swamps, and to do so quickly.
Excuse me!
Look out!
I got it! See? Sometimes I don't crash. There's the gelatonium factory. Coming, Morts.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his Robo-Pet across dimensions just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like
I'm
9.5
character
seconds
design.
to tell us where they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
If you watched our previous gameplay demo, you may recognize the Goons for Less. This rebranded gang has been hired by Dr. Nefarious to attack Ratchet and Clank, and are now also trapped in Rivet's dimension. Here's another new weapon. The Shatter Bomb is a frag-type grenade that deals a lot of damage to your foes. With haptic feedback, each explosion feels incredibly impactful.
You can find a Lombax. Where are these
It just
doofuses
shattered into
coming
nothing.
from?
I love it.
Perhaps they were sucked through the dimensional vortex as well.
Like their Thanos dusted or something. This is gonna, what's gonna really divide this game apart from the other Ratchet and Clank games is, I think, the controller. It sounds like they've really focused on controller
This is just a
mechanics.
small taste of some of the early gameplay in Rift Apart, but there is so much more.
Oh man.
We have open areas to explore. Dimensional Clank puzzles. Glitch challenges.
Cool.
Arena challenges. Aerial combat. Gold bolts to collect. Pocket dimensions to explore. Armor to obtain and use in the first ever Ratchet and Clank photo mode.
Oh, you know they're gonna have a photo mode. I mean, come on. Any game that has a photo mode
And giving
just
more
shows
people
off
access
how
to
good
playing
it
our
looks.
games is always important to us. As such, Rift Apart will offer a slew of accessibility options. We'll reveal more about this soon. Experience Rift Apart's new planets, weapons, intense high-action combat, and near-instant load times, all with some of the best visuals we've ever created.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, again, I sound like a broken record, but it looks like a Pixar movie come to video game life. Absolutely stunning.
These rifts are getting out of hand.
On behalf of all of us at Insomniac Games, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the Omniverse on June 11th.
Nice.
That's our show. We explored the depths of an alien ocean, got a first look at Among Us on PlayStation, and zipped across space and time in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
All right, that's a wrap. Again, you know, it looks like they're gonna maybe show a trailer. Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank!
Yeah.
What a wonderful
And this is the trailer that
surprise.
dropped last week.
What do you want,
If you haven't
Nefarious?
seen it already.
We're going to a dimension where I always win!
Clank? Where am I?
Nefarious City.
Lombax? Who are you?
I'm Rivet. Let's go for a ride.
Wait, I have to find my friend.
Emperor Nefarious, you have returned.
Yes! Emperor!
Clank.
You're Nefarious. He looks a lot like mine. Evil like him, too. And that Lombax.
No, don't get it twisted. He ain't evil.
If we do not get the Dimensionator now, we may lose every dimension. Oh my.
That'll be here before we know it. June 11th, right around the corner. And that's it. That state of play was very short. I figured it would have been. I feel like they probably could have made this state of play just like a video, right? They could have just like dropped a video on this, and you know, essentially that could have been it, you know, instead of just making this a whole like live stream event. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's almost like it was like a waste, sort of, you know, so to speak. It's like, I guess it's like building hype, right? That's what it's all about. It's what PlayStation's always been about, is building hype. And there's a lot of hype around this game, as well as there should be, because it looks phenomenal. I mean, my goodness, the level of detail with this game, it's something that I haven't seen in a while, if ever. We're talking about a game that looks like it's something that, you know, an animation studio just straight up designed, that just came to life. You know what I mean? It's nuts. And June 11th can't get here soon enough. It's going to be absolutely sick. I can't wait to check it out. So, you know, again, it looks like also we had, of course, the 2 indie games that they went ahead and talked about as well. That's Subnautica, Below Zero, coming out on May 14th. Just checking in my notes here for that. So that's like coming out in just a couple weeks, and that game looks pretty cool. It almost looks like it should be a you know, a PlayStation VR title, you know, because everything is first person with it. All the movements, hand gestures, everything, you know. And it looks like it's also going to utilize the DualSense controller as well, which is phenomenal. But I also think that this game probably could have been made for the PlayStation VR 2 whenever it comes out here sometime, maybe next year, whenever that's for the PlayStation 5, you know, the PSVR 2. And then also, of course, they mentioned that Among Us is coming to PlayStation 5. And well, this is really not that, or PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, I should say. And this is really not that big of a surprise. I mean, Among Us is basically on every single platform now. I mean, you know, you play it on your phone, you play it on, yeah, I think it just came to Nintendo Switch not that long ago. Now here it is on PlayStation 4 and 5. With this announcement being a PlayStation State of Play. You know, obviously they wouldn't say if it's going to be on Xbox, but I would not be surprised if this ends up coming, you know, to the Xbox Series, you know, Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. So, you know, and then, of course, they went into the Ratchet and Clank. Most part of it was taking place in Nefarious City. Of course, the villain there. Looks like there's going to be different challenges that you can partake, and then in addition, you can also do different challenges within realms, I guess, within the different worlds and everything. It looks really cool, the seamless transition between world to world. And what was really cool is they showed that, you know, you're fighting a boss, and then you can transition to another world, and you're fighting that boss from that world. And I made a comment earlier on. I said, what if you can use some of that world's environment to fight that boss that you're, you know, going up against? It's like, oh man, I'm having a tough time. Let's go ahead and go through this rift and fight this enemy from, you know, a different world. Something like that would be really, really cool. Would really be to the, you know, to the user's advantage in terms of helping you defeat that boss and everything. So, and again, there's like no loading at all. It's instantaneous. Like, you're switching from world to world. The environments are loaded immediately. And that's only possible with this power of the state of the PlayStation, the power of the PlayStation solid state drive itself. With it being so powerful, being able to make those seamless transitions from world to world really makes that possible. So, again, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart looks absolutely phenomenal. And let's check out what's going on in the chat here. I haven't checked the chat here in a little bit. Looks like Dan's commenting here. He says, the game looks great, but you're right. That could have been just a video on its own. The Subnautica and Among Us announcements were nothing major to me anyway. I completely agree, man. Yeah, just like I said, like, that was just like, you know, to me, it was just like, you could have just made that a blog post and had that. And then with the PlayStation State of Play, it could have been just like a state of play video. They've done that before in the past, where it's just a video that they've published and not, you know, just a plain flat out live, you know, video, I guess, so to speak. So yeah, you know, again, to me, it feels like this was something that could have just been, you know, something like that, where you're just pushing out a video and then you're having PlayStation blog posts about Among Us and the the Subnautica as well, you know, just saying that, hey, these 2 indie titles are coming to PlayStation 5, and then we're going to be publishing a YouTube video that talks about, you know, Rift Apart and everything. I don't know, man. It just, to me, it feels like it's just like there's something missing. It feels like there should have been, a little bit more, but maybe PlayStation is holding their ammunition for E3. Of course, we have E3 just like a couple months away. We're, pretty much wrapping up April here. It's with it being April 29th, it's just going to be right around the corner, to be checking out what's going to be coming for E3. So they're probably holding their, their ammunition for then. So looks like Mark's in the chat. What's going on, Mark? Welcome to the stream, bro. He says he's super pumped for Ratchet and Clank. I am too, man. It looks phenomenal. Again, I was talking earlier on in the stream, man. The transitions from different worlds to worlds, it's so freaking seamless, dude. And then also I noticed, I also commented on this as well earlier on in the stream. I absolutely love the fact whenever they go ahead and have a transition where it's, they're doing a cutscene and then they transition to live action gameplay, and it's completely seamless. Like, you can't tell the difference between the cutscene and the gameplay itself, and that is what makes a good looking game. Games, for example, The Last of Us Part 2 utilized this freaking perfectly, and it looks like that this is going to be also utilizing this as well. It looks so cool, so awesome, super smooth, and man, I gotta say, it's gonna be freaking awesome. So, but yeah, you guys definitely, if you're just joining the stream, again, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. I'll be talking a lot more when it comes to Ratchet and Clank as far as news goes. I don't think we're going to have too much more news on it. I think that's probably the last big news event that we're going to have on Ratchet and Clank before the game drops on June 11th. I don't think we're going to have, too much more on it, so to speak. So I think this is pretty much going to be it. But I got to say, the game looks absolutely phenomenal, and I am super pumped to check it out. And again, those indie titles that they showed, I mean, they look, Among Us, I mean, everyone's played Among Us, and it's like, when they showed that, it was just like, okay, this is cool and all, but, why wasn't this just mentioned in a blog post? Why take the time to make a little video presentation? I guess you also had it going along with the fact that, there's going to be different, there's going to be different costumes that you can utilize within Among Us that are related to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I can see that. I get that. That makes sense. But, outside of that, it's like, yeah, you probably could have just made it a blog post. I know. Looks like Mark commented. He says, there have only been a few times that this happened to me, but I can foresee this game ending a cutscene and me standing for a few minutes because I didn't have the cutscene. Dude, totally. This happened to me a couple times as well in my life in gaming as well. I completely agree with you on that. And I think The Last of Us was one of those times where it actually happened to me, where I was just like so immersed into the cutscene. And then you just like standing there. And the only way you can really tell, I've noticed the way that you can tell, and it hasn't caught me again since, is the camera. You'll kind of see the camera kind of swing back like behind the character that you're playing with. And I guess that'll kind of indicate like, all right, go ahead, take charge. But outside of that, man, like you mentioned, you can't tell. It's absolutely, it's hilarious, and I love it. I know Spider-Man does this as well. I think Spider-Man might have been the last game that I played that actually did that as well. The seamless transition between gameplay and cutscene. I think Spider-Man was the last one I noticed that did it. So Miles Morales. So, oh man, so funny, man, so fun for sure. But yeah, let me know down in the chat, guys. What impressed you the most when it comes to Ratchet and Clank? I want to hear from you guys. What was the part of the show that convinced you like, okay, I gotta get this game? Definitely want to hear from you on that. For me, it's probably the graphics, probably also the DualSense controller itself. I'm utilizing the haptic triggers, the adaptive feedback as well. All that's going to be absolutely awesome. It looks like they built this from the ground up with the DualSense controller, and that itself is just, I mean, that's what's gonna make this game great. I think the fact that they focus so much on, you know, making sure that they're utilizing the DualSense controller as much as they can. And it looks like Returnal, whenever it drops, it looks like it's doing the same thing as well, which is probably going to make that freaking awesome. So early Metacritic reviews on that game are very, very high. It looks like they're at about, I want to say they're at about 87 or so. So it's definitely looking very promising for Returnal. And I'm thinking Rift Apart's going to be pretty high there as well. I think the lowest score I saw for Returnal so far, because the review embargo just dropped on them today, I think the lowest review score I saw was actually from IGN. They gave it an 8, so that kind of surprised me. I was like, 8's like, what? Everyone else is giving it like a 9 and a 9.5. I mean, even like an 8.5 would have been like respectable, but I feel like that was kind of tough, you know. Mark says, between this game and Returnal, the DualSense is on fire, 100%, bro. I mean, it's nonstop, man. Like it looks, I mean, it just feels so immersive, and it just brings you into that game, you know, whatever game you're playing, that much more. You know, it breaks down that fourth wall of gaming, and that alone is what makes it freaking awesome. So I can't wait. Can't wait to check out Returnal. Can't wait to check out Ratchet and Clank. You know, it's pretty awesome stuff. Again, if you guys are just joining the stream, we just wrapped up the stream for the state of play for Ratchet and Clank. The gameplay looks awesome. You know, it was a pretty short show. It was only like 20 minutes long. I commented on a couple minutes ago in the stream that this probably could have just been a YouTube video just published instead of like a live event, so to speak. And whatever, I guess it helps my views or whatever, you know, what have you. But, you know, plus I get to hang out with you guys, which is always awesome. But, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like I said, I think this could have just been a YouTube video. And then with the indie games that they mentioned, that could have probably just been, you know, a couple PlayStation blog posts and everything, you know. So I was kind of disappointed by it, but at the same time, I'm kind of excited for it, if that makes any sense. You know, it's like you're pumped up for Ratchet and Clank because you know it's going to be fire straight up. And, you know, you know, and then it ends like 20 minutes later and you're just like, okay, this is cool. This is awesome, but I wish it was a little more. And I guess you can't really show too much without revealing stuff at the same time. So it's like maybe PlayStation could have like shown off maybe another game or something, but you know, at the end of the day, I can't complain. It looks awesome. So, but yeah, I think I'm pretty much gonna wrap this up. I don't really have too much more to say on this and everything. If you guys missed this stream, go ahead and feel free to rewind with the DVR function right here on YouTube, and check it out. And let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of this game. You know, go ahead and, you know, comment down and let me know what you thought of it and how it looked and everything, because personally it definitely looks like it's going to be one of the top games whenever it drops on the PlayStation 5. So definitely check it out. The game's fire. Mark says it's fire. I see his emojis. I see you, Mark. The game's going to be fire. PlayStation's bringing fire. Can't wait. So, and also, if you guys haven't already, please like this video. It really helps out the channel. It goes a long way. As you know, I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow my audience and try to get bigger. So if you guys like this video, it's just one click. It helps out quite a bit. And if you like the stream, you like hanging out, you know, consider subscribing as well, because I'm putting out, you know, content quite often whenever it comes to video game news, you know, unboxings, as well as like entertainment news, reactions, technology news, all this. I'm trying to like bring in all the nerd culture into like one YouTube channel. So if you like that kind of stuff, this is the place you want to be. So definitely be sure to check me out. But until the next video, guys, and also speaking of the next video, I just published a video probably about close to an hour ago or so. So if you want to go ahead and figure out how to play your PlayStation 5 controller, your DualSense controller on the iPhone to play iPhone games, or to play your PlayStation 5, you know, remote play on your iPhone, you can now do that with iOS 14.5, which just dropped. So definitely be sure to make sure that, you download iOS 14.5 and sync up your controller to play some PlayStation, to play some PlayStation 5 games from your PlayStation 5 synced over on your phone, and then additionally to play iPhone games with your DualSense controller. So, but yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps this up. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, this live stream. And yeah, already, like I mentioned already, if you want to go ahead and like this video, subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And until then, I will see you guys in the next stream and then the next